Hey there, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Anita Horry and I'm second generation Pilates teacher trainer and also a Pilates business coach for those entrepreneurs who want to make a change in their businesses. Now in this week's video, we're talking about the most important KPIs, the 6 most important KPIs for a Pilates business. But before we go and jump and talk about what the 6 most important ones are, let's actually understand a little bit more about what KPIs are and why they are important for our businesses. This channel is packed with valuable information just for you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and join our community. KPIs stand for Key Performance Indicators. These metrics are usually financial or operational. They provide valuable insights into the health of your business. So they go beyond more than just a dollar amount. They go more beyond just having a set of figures, which you'd say to me, well, my accountant can provide that. Of course, your accountant can provide certain KPIs, but not all of them are obtainable by looking at your, for example, profit and loss. I don't know how you currently set up your accounting system, but if it is linked into an online system where you can generate the invoices, which you can then send over to your accountant, there are certain specific KPIs that can be taken from those figures. But not all figures can be done from the accountant and from your booking system. Let's talk about the 4 most important reasons why you should be incorporating KPIs in your business. Why you should be looking at the indicators that are going to show whether your business is doing well or not. So reason number 1 is simplicity. Now, KPIs are generally presented as ratios or percentages, which is making them a lot easier to start to distinguish rather than looking at huge values of money. And they offer a concise way to measure and track your progress. Now, even the non-financial KPIs, such as client retention or new clients in the month, these are all indicators that are going to show the progress of your business. So if you know, for example, in the past month, you've had 20 new clients or you've had 4 new clients in comparison to the previous month where you've had 10 new clients, then you'll be able to see the difference of whether you've had an improvement or whether you've had an unsuccessful month. And if that's the case, you have to identify the reason why that change has happened. You know, it doesn't have to specifically be a financial KPI that's going to show you how your business is improving or performing rather. Now, the second reason why KPIs are super important is that they are highly informative. So when you look at, for example, the gross margin of a business, you know that the gross margin is calculated by looking at sales and then the cost of sales, which will then give you the gross profit. Now, the gross profit is the value of the financial value that you have managed to generate in this particular month. Now, looking at the gross profit margin, and that is a KPI, the gross profit margin is the percentage of the gross profit in comparison to the amount of sales that you've done. So essentially what you're doing is that all this information, your sales, your cost of sales, and then your gross profit is all condensed into one metric. That is going to be an extremely important and valuable piece of information for you to have when you are trying to make decisions for your business future, or whether you want to be investing in more equipment, making more purchases, or maybe reducing your purchases. It's valuable information to have. The third reason is benchmarking. By comparing your performance to past periods, you know whether you've had progress or whether you've not managed to make any progress in a particular month. And then by seeing that, you know that you're going to either have to change track and you need to figure out how you're going to improve or do more of the same. Now, you don't need to be doing these comparatives every single month. You know, quarterly, especially for a smaller business, quarterly might be enough. But if you manage to gain this information, to get your benchmarking month by month, you're quicker to make progress. You know, It's the same as when you have a client who's trying to lose weight. If they're trying to lose weight and they don't actually weigh themselves every week or regularly, they know that they're not going to have any idea of whether they've actually lost the weight or not. So if they know that they've eaten something that hasn't encouraged their weight loss, or they have gone off track for a period of time, it's much easier for them to go back on track if they have weighed themselves sooner rather than later. And the same goes for your benchmarking. So it's easier for you to make changes the sooner you know that things are not going right. Or if you turn it on the flip side, if things are going super right, you just want to make sure you continue doing what you're doing, right? And lastly, KPIs provide motivation. And I truly believe in this, because with my ex-accountant background and being financially, I guess, motivated to know that, okay, I know that I'm doing X amount of profit, or I have this specific percentage in my client retention, and I want to make sure that I increase my profitability, or I increase the number of people that are coming to my studio. I know it's going to motivate me more to gain more clients. So even if it hasn't anything to do with financials, but at the end of the day, we're all in here to run a business, and the only reason why you want to run a business is to make enough profit to be able to sustain yourself and to earn a living. But if your reason isn't even financial, and you just want to see how many new clients you've had over the past month in comparison to the month before, then if you see a progress, you know, okay, the marketing campaign that I used in the last month has actually worked. Or you know that you've lost lots of clients in a particular month. Why did I lose lots of clients this month? Has there been any specific reason? And that motivates you to actually think, okay, I need to change my way, or it motivates you to continue doing the right thing over and over again. And the motivation doesn't stop with you. So the buck doesn't stop with you. You really have an effect also on your employees. So if you have staff that are working with you, and you collectively together are working for your business to improve its services, as I said, it doesn't even have to be financial. You know, I could go on so long about this topic, because I know many Pilates studios that offer commissions on the new clients, and they offer maybe a low basic to the teachers, and then they'll get an extra commission, or they'll get an extra payment for all the new clients that they bring into the studio. I get that, but this doesn't even relate to that. This is really relevant to making sure that your whole staff, your whole team is collectively creating this amazing community for your clients. And if you have fantastic client retention, and if you have increasing number of clients coming in through your doors every single month, and you are recording this, and you are advising your staff about it, and you're also encouraging your staff to keep that motivation going, then it's going to create an amazing brand for you, and it's going to be there with you for the long term. And also, if you do have a team, it fosters the sense of unity and community for them. And you're all collectively making a positive change for your business. And of course, then it will be down to you whether you want to reward your team for making that positive change. But the KPIs are really going to help you create that motivation. Now let's dive into the 6 most important KPIs for a Pilates business. So the first one, I've already been talking about it, is client retention rates. So what this means is that you're monitoring the percentage of clients who continue their memberships or return for additional sessions. This is crucial for the long-term success of your Pilates studio. It reflects customer satisfaction and loyalty, so it's a very important KPI to have. The second one is the number of new clients per month, so client acquisitions. Now, this metric helps you evaluate the effectiveness of your marketing campaigns and whether or not your marketing campaigns are reaching the right audience. So you might have referral programs, you might have other customer acquisition strategies. Whatever is working, and what I really suggest is that you do have a KPI for customer acquisition for every different strategy you have, because then you'll be able to identify whether one strategy is working or not. And then obviously, if it's not working, what do? You dump it, right? Now, the third KPI is the studio space utilization rate. And many studios get this wrong. What does studio space utilization rate mean? This KPI essentially measures the effectiveness of the layout of your current studio. So depending on how many square meters you have, how many pieces of apparatus have you managed to healthily put in to maximize the number of classes and services that you offer to your clients. We are looking at optimizing the usage of studio space and maximizing the revenue and providing a seamless experience to the clients. Well, the seamless experience has to be given in respect also to their client satisfaction when they're working out. There are a number of apps that you can use that you can measure out your Pilates pieces on your studio space. Balanced Body have an amazing one. Now, I'm sure there are other ones on the market, but right now I'm just thinking of that. And creating that safe space, and don't even try to overlap your pieces of apparatus, because when you do that, then you are encroaching on the students, the participants' personal space, and that's not going to create a good customer service experience. So you have to balance this KPI with the customer service experience. Fourth KPI is customer satisfaction scores. Now, if you have a small business and maybe you know everybody by name and giving them that whole vibe of a familiar community and a very close-knit community, you think that you don't need to be doing this. But I beg to differ here, because the majority of times when the business is small and the client is not happy with your services, although they might love you as a person, but they might not like specific things that are happening in the studio or the way that the classes are running, whatever, etc., etc., you might find, actually the majority of the time it actually works like this, they don't open up about it because they like you as a person, but in not telling you what's not right with your business, they're not actually helping you. So giving them regular surveys on whether there's anything in the studio that they're not liking, maybe it might be the bathrooms, maybe it might be the times of their sessions, it might be the fact that the equipment is starting to look worn, maybe it might be the fact that your receptionist is super horrible to them, whatever it might be. If they love you as a person, as a teacher, they might not be willing to tell you all this information unless you actually ask for it. So you can also do this anonymously, and this will help you big time. It will help you big time. So getting customer satisfaction surveys would really, really help you monitor and again, change your track and change your way to maybe improve your business. And if you're doing super well, to keep doing it. At the end of the day, you want to give them the ultimate customer service experience and client experience. And if they're too shy to do that, then you're losing out of it. Now, on the other side, if you have got a larger business where you have lots of teachers working for you and you have different people coming in and out of the studio, this is where you really need to make sure this is all recorded. Now, there are various ways of measuring this. You can keep it anonymous by giving them, there are apps that you can use where they can just press a screen and they'll be able to measure your performance or the teacher's performance or the way the studio is presented to them. You can have so many different measures for them to be able to identify where your business is going wrong. So the customer satisfaction survey is super important. The fifth one is client referrals. Now, monitoring the number of clients who refer others to your studio is a powerful indicator of client satisfaction and positive word of mouth recommendations. It's a testament to your quality of services and can contribute to your studio's growth. Now, the more client referrals you have, the more organic your marketing strategy is going to be, and it's the easiest way to build your business. So thumbs up for client referrals. And the last very important KPI is the number of classes booked. Now, tracking the number of classes booked provides insights into the popularity and demand for different types of Pilates sessions. By offering a variety of classes, including private sessions, group sessions, and specialized programs, the studio can really utilize the space and the class sessions that it's got. And it can cater to the diverse needs of all their clients. Increasing the number of classes booked indicates a higher engagement rate and studio success. So by monitoring these and other KPIs, there are lots of other KPIs that you can utilize for your studio, for your business. But these are the most important ones that I can think of, other than the standard financial ones. Your gross profit or your net profit margin. So these are the standard financial KPIs. There are lots of KPIs that even your accountant should be able to give you. But the ones that I mentioned in this video today are really going to help you look at the performance of your studio, not just from a financial perspective, from a profit perspective, also from a customer service perspective, also from a staff perspective, because at the end of the day, if you are employing people, you want to make sure you look after them. And also from a general business and organic business growth perspective. And this knowledge is going to help you make informed decisions about your future. You won't blindly go out there and buy new apparatus just because you see a load of new clients coming through the doors. So this is really good information for you to have if you want to build your business. And who knows, if you ever want to be selling it in the future, then there's a steady growth in the business, and a new buyer would love to see all these records, all these figures, all these KPIs, because they'll see that you have been looking after your business. Now, if you want additional resources, then I'm your girl. I really do love to work with people in growing their businesses and even opening up their Pilates businesses and then growing them and make them flourish. And that's really, really, really what I do best. So if you want to link up with me, check out the link below. There's more information on how you can connect. We can have a free discovery call and figure out whether we are a good match to work together. And I would be so happy to help you grow your business. If you need any assistance or if you've got any comments about this video, please place your comment down in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell to get notified every time I upload a video online. Your support means a heck of a lot to me, and I am so blessed to see the channel grow and continuously receive messages from people telling me how helpful I have been in their Pilates business journey, and that's what I love to hear. Stay tuned for more exciting Pilates business content coming your way. Together, let's harness the power of Pilates business decisions. Till my next video, guys, goodbye.